Hi everyone, welcome back to another episode of Astropill Guest Expedition.
Woohoo! We're playing more Deathmark. I've been very excited. It's a new session for us, and we're just hopping back in. So we have, sort of, as a reminder to ourselves, we've just met Mashita, who's very, I don't know, he's a mark bearer too, but he seems a little unfeeling, a little cold, strange kind of person. So let's get to know him a little bit better. All right, he has good instincts. We should talk more when we get back. At Kujol Mansion, there's some... I stopped myself from finishing my sentence. I shouldn't mention that for now. The doll? In any case, once we get back, we'll give you more details.
Missed it.
I think this is Mashita.
What was his voice like?
Deep.
Yeah.
Pretty much.
I'm sure that'll help him a bunch.
Not that deep. Oh wait, no. Who was that talking? Help him a bunch? Who was that talking? Wait.
The lady?
Yeah, was that ourselves? But the text color was different. That's strange. Anyways, but Mashita scoffs.
Help, huh? You're underestimating me.
Oh, you don't need our help. Okay. Alright, bud. What you want, huh? They acting like you too good for us? Too good for Deathmark bearers?
Hey, we haven't seen this in a while.
Yeah.
Front?
The Deathmark gang? Yeah, this is the front of the mansion, right?
Did we see that the last time we went into the garage?
Not when we left the garage, just only when we first entered the mansion. When I get out of the car, someone's there to greet me.
Oh.
It's you.
Welcome back, mister. You too, Miss Moe. I'm glad you're unharmed.
Wow, how polite. Is he putting on an act right now?
Did you find any clues about the spirit? What? So there are others?
Why stop? You had a nice voice for him before. Come on.
What was it like?
It was just kind of deep. It was just kind of deep. And this is everyone.
Huh, what a reliable group you've got.
Yeah, pretty much. The sarcasm is practically dripping off his words.
So, are you all planning on continuing to search for that key or whatever it is?
We don't have anything else to go on. There's no other choice.
I don't understand you. If the source of the mark is the spirit, it would be best to destroy the source, don't you think?
Hanahiko? How did we get the idea that they are... Well, I guess because we were trying to find clues to how the two people got their marks. But what about us? Like, we don't... Well, I guess we don't remember if we had an encounter with this ghost. Anyways.
Yeah, well, this person should know.
What do you mean? Yeah. Does he still have the memories?
The spirit exists. So all you have to do is kill it.
Dude, he's telling us to fight the ghost, just like you wanted. We're gonna go back fight that ghost! Are you serious? Of course he's serious. He doesn't exactly look like the joking type. Even if we manage to kill it, will that really make the mark disappear? When I consider everything Mary's told me, it doesn't seem like it'd work that way. Even assuming it did, we have a more fundamental problem. You want to blow your nose? Go for it. Go for it. All right, blowing nose. Good times.
It wasn't that.
It's okay. They're probably used to. Well, I don't know if I do it in the middle of Let's Plays, but I always do it in the middle of streams. I always need a part to blow my nose to the point where I feel like I should draw a graphic of me blowing my nose just so I can put it on screen so that people know why it's so quiet at that moment.
Oh, we were outside walking Theo.
Oh yeah, we walked my cat for the first time today. It was so precious. I don't have any good pictures because it was freaking dark outside and we were relying on a flashlight, but just trust us, it was really cute. He had a great time. His tail was whooshing back and forth the whole time. I was very excited. Yeah. So I'm excited to take him out some more later. I'm gonna read this again. I don't know if I did. Even assuming it did, we have a more fundamental problem. And how do you plan to kill it? Well, we got ideas. We're bursting with ideas, bud. We got this, Theodore.
I'll figure something out. If something exists, there's logically a way to destroy it as well.
He claims he can kill the spirit, yet he doesn't even know how he'll do it.
Okay.
Where does all that confidence come from?
Don't forget, I faced him once already.
Hanahiko? When? What do you mean don't forget? When did you tell us this?
If we're seriously thinking of killing him...
Mashita grasps his wrist. What? Up to you. You can curse or not, it doesn't matter.
No, I just...
Or was it my phone?
Something. The little shit shot some kind of thorns at me from a distance.
And there was the thorns in the cabinet blocking the flare.
Because you didn't like the flare, right?
Yeah, I guess
they
so.
They hit hard enough to stick in concrete.
Whoa!
There's no way to get in close to him.
That's pretty scary.
We have to make that a priority.
Mashita pulls something out of the heel of his shoe and tosses it at me. Why were you putting it in
I
there?
got hit by one. Oh.
Oh! Oh, it's a thorn curved like a fang. Dang!
The only reason I'm still breathing is because I was lucky.
Whoa.
It won't happen next time. We need a plan.
That's really scary, and it's curved like a fang, too. As we
Not
head to the entrance, I tell Mashita about Kujo Mansion. What were we gonna say?
I was gonna say, it's not very aerodynamic.
I guess you're right.
How do you shoot those like bullets?
Maybe he shot it like a boomerang and it spun around wildly until it launched into his heel. He takes it all in silently. Even bringing up the talking doll or Saya Kujo's death doesn't trigger a reaction. Is he so unnervingly calm because he's already dealt with the supernatural? What an interesting guy. We reach the main hall, which is warmly lit. This is a strange mansion, but for some reason, I feel like I've come home. Acclimatization, wow.
Ooh.
Acclimatization is kind of terrifying.
That was a really tight word.
Yeah.
Oh, welcome back, Lord Door. That man is a mark bearer too, I see. Would you make the introductions?
Well, I guess all our peanut gallery, our gang, the mark bearer gang. I update Mary on our investigation and the strange way we met Mashita. The mirror, the underground room full of corpses, the sudden appearance of roses. I really hate to admit it, but it's clear something supernatural is at work here. And the spirit that caused all of it, Hanahiko. There's no doubt that Hanahiko is the one who put the mark on Mashita's arm too. But... I don't like that image. The skeleton's less scary, but that one's pretty scary. What kind of chance do we have against a monster that can do that? Mashita says we should kill him, but is that even possible?
Hey, Theo.
My train of thought is interrupted. Mashita's holding a leather-bound notebook out toward me.
Read this. I picked it up in that underground room.
Oh, okay, alright.
It was caught up in a bunch of those rose vines when I found it. It was pretty hard to get loose. Okay.
Did you read it?
I skimmed through a bit. It's got some interesting stuff.
That's what he says, but he's not smiling at all, even though he kind of is in this sprite right here. His eyes simmer with a quiet anger. Dark red marks stain the cover. I have a bad feeling, but I flip through it. Rose petals fall as they become unstuck from the pages. The notes within are very detailed. The author was intelligent and well-written. Reading through, it dawns on me that this was written by H Elementary's principal. H being the one we just were at, right? Okay. The austere, meticulous letters on each page tell a ghastly story. Records of a young, adopted boy's tutoring sessions. Okay. I guess Hanahiko, right? The first known is from 5 years ago. It seems the boy adopted by the principal was small and exceedingly cute. He enjoyed wearing skirts and makeup too. Interesting, okay? There was no denying that they truly suited a dainty, red-cheeked boy like him. But the principal had a hard time accepting such fancies. Bad habits must be corrected young to promote sound mental health, he thought. So he called it tutoring as a cover for his warped desires. That's why they ask if they're pretty. They took place in the underground room. Whoa! Too many prying eyes anywhere else. There was no safer place than the school at night, once all the teachers had left. The principal stayed behind under the pretense of keeping watch, then tutored. He was a highly respected teacher. He'd even made appearances on TV. There was no reason to be suspicious. The only one who noticed anything strange was the boy's homeroom teacher. But she feared the principal's power and firmly kept her mouth shut.
Oh no. Is that why the boy put them in such compromising positions?
Right, jeez! As the notes continue, they are more and more deranged. They paint a horrible picture. It is of a totally distorted parent and child. My child gets weaker after every session. His delicate frame has grown thinner, and his red cheeks are now darkened. His appearance is described in detail. But there is no malice or hatred. There's just fanatical sincerity, his pride as an educator, and a terrifying, smothering love.
I wish they had written that part.
In what? Oh, like
Instead of describing how it was
Oh,
written.
okay. Maybe it was just too much. Maybe it was too detailed. It continues like that to the very last page. There's no mention of what became of the principal and the boy. but going by the current state of H Elementary, I can hazard a guess.
Who can hazard a guess? You don't look so well, mister. Whoa. Sorry.
Commit, it's okay.
What was in that notebook?
Tsukasa peers up at me. He and the boy in the notebook are about the same age. This isn't stuff you share with a kid. I better just sum up the main points for him.
Life or death question time.
It's like, what do you say to Tsukasa? He might kill you if you say the wrong thing.
That's terrible. We children are always the victims of the ego of adults. Stupid grown-ups are irredeemable!
Oh god, the face! Ew! Why he'd say that makes sense. The revolting evil of the adults, and the poor boy who became a victim. Please stop making that face, Tsukasa. It's making me incredibly uncomfortable. But is that really the end? If Hanahiko and the boy in the notebook are connected, then the boy turned into a monster. Is that even possible? Okay, thank god. I was getting really scared seeing that face.
Untimely deaths produce hatred.
Sorry.
Hazard. Death does not bring it to an end. Such festering sentiments can give birth to the supernatural. Monsters, ghosts, vegetable spirits.
Vegetable spirits.
They have many names. I believe that you have all heard one or two such stories. Hanahiko is similar.
Mary's words are hard to swallow. But after all those weird events, it only makes sense to accept them. If I turn my back to the truth, all that will await me is death.
Then Hanahiko really is a monster. We must form a plan based on that hypothesis.
We're ready to go, girl! Mary is silent a moment. Then her jade glass eyes shift to Mashita.
Incidentally, according to Lord Door's report, there are those among you who are considering killing the spirit.
Like me, I raise my hand, me!
I shall warn you just in case, but that will be very difficult to do.
Why's that? I could see Mashita narrow his eyes, but I made sure to speak up first.
They are from the world of the dead. Just as the living cannot become more alive, the dead cannot be more dead.
Cannot be more. You die when you're killed. People die when they're killed.
The only thing you could possibly destroy is the cursed sentiment.
So, what does that mean?
It is as I told you before. Death and life existing together. If that is the origin of the mark, then a way to erase it will be there. By driving away the spirit, the curse will also be eliminated.
Okay. So defeating Hanahiko is how we'll be able to destroy the mark. Setting aside how he can't be killed, what exactly is the key then?
It is nothing more than a concept, so I am unsure, but I am certain of one thing. Fate ties the spirit to its place of birth. An object there may be able to fulfill the role of the key. It is a difficult concept to grasp, but that is just how spirits are. Determining the nature of the key, that will decide your fate.
It must be the flare. It's gotta be. Although I don't know how it's related at the moment from what we know from the journal, but I had a feeling. We'll just have to keep digging around at H Elementary. We don't know
Maybe
what the
it's a
curse
lipstick.
Maybe? Maybe. We don't know what the cursed sentiments or the key to destroying the grudge are.
Gaining the key and lifting the grudge is the only way to survive.
Hey, girl, do you have a way to get rid of frickin' snakes? We can't explore the second floor at all.
You will be required to be callous to make use of the spirit's fear. The way to repel the spirit lies within its grudge. Remember this, and be careful.
Okay.
Okay, wait, what did
Okay.
it say? Something... That seemed
Do we want to check? Do we want to check the file or her dialogue?
Yeah, remember.
Okay, the way to repel the spirit lies within its grudge. Remember this and be careful.
You will be required to be callous
To make use of the spirit's fear. So okay, let's again. I guess we mentioned in a previous episode we want to try and rely on our memory rather than what they summarize for us,
okay.
right?
Mhm.
Well, we can look at it if we want, but let's talk it out with each other. So,
All right.
we know that this boy liked to dress up as a girl and liked to be pretty, and that the principal really didn't like that. So that's probably the main point of contention. And when they, they ask us if they're pretty, so it has something to do with that. So we got, what was it? A girl slipper, lipstick. Here we can check our inventory.
Yeah, lipstick, slipper, red pen, flare, and a thorn.
Oopsie. There we go. So, okay.
Oh, we have a hand
emergency-
mirror.
Oh, yeah!
What's that?
With flower and bird designs on the back. The mirror surface is cloudy, but it's still usable. Also, we got a plastic sheet, so I don't know what to do with these, any of these items, really. We have a lot of things. One flare. It has a number. The rest are infinite use.
And I like how the for the mirror, the command is show. So normally it would be like, look at it, right?
Who is that ghost I see?
Yeah.
Staring straight
Back at itself.
back at itself. Let's see what it says about Satoru Mashita. An ex-detective discharged over a scandal. He claims it was a false accusation, but the truth remains hidden. Despite being fired, he continued to pursue his suspicions about H Elementary and received the mark from Hanahiko there. Got it. Cool. All right. Ready to go?
Okay.
We're gonna... Wait. Exit means leave house, right?
Okay. Should we save?
Oh, crap. You're right. I don't know who this is. Hey, wait! Oh, God. Ooh, why is everybody making scary faces? I don't like it. They're scarier than the ghosts right now because they're next to us. Mashita appears as we're getting ready to leave.
Bad news. That high school girl.
Which high school girl?
Miss Moe is gone.
What?
At least she's nowhere in the mansion.
Speaking of which, I didn't see her when we were talking to Mary in the hall either.
Wow, these are the best people.
What?
Maybe she ran away.
Did you mix the voices together? That doesn't make sense. What would she accomplish by doing that? Running away from the mansion won't make her mark disappear.
It could be her form of escape. Many kill themselves if they know that they're gonna die. Or maybe something happened to her.
When? No, she came with us through the
In
car.
the car. Like the spirit's curse.
What? Moe saw Hanahiko in the mirror at the school, so she's the mark bearer with the strongest connection. It's possible that he zeroed in on her, just like Tsukasa said. But
There's nothing we can do.
he made such a scary face.
Yeah. Let's get ready to go.
Yeah, we can't really do anything right now. Even if something happened to Moe, if we can get the marks to vanish, that should save her too.
Are you hearing weird things?
I am.
Okay.
I'm trying to ignore it. Let's head out. We're going back to H Elementary.
I was like, did I just
And I
now?
heard, like,
yeah.
I was like,
They were alternating.
wait,
from
okay, I'm
ear
gonna
to
go.
ear.
We forgot to pick a partner. Oh, so I didn't even look at the partner selection. Do you think Moe would have been gone had I looked at the menu just now? I completely skipped it. Do you want to take Tsukasa or Satoru?
We're going back to the same place, right?
I believe so.
Let's take Mashita.
Okay. Yeah, I do feel more reassured with him.
Well, boy, they both made scary faces at us.
Wait, what did he say? Did you just go, Let me
Already-
hear,
already.
Oh, wait, I want to hear what they say. Shikatanai! Nice, okay.
What's Shikoto no?
Okay, well, can't help it. Nothing we can do. Shikatanai can't do anything about it. Yeah, pretty much. Okay. I forgot to save! Oh, wait. Huh? How come it brought... Oh, because I selected Kuzuo Mansion. I didn't even mean to do that. Okay. How do I save? This is how you
Why?
save. Okay, there we go. Thank you. Exit and H Elementary. There we go. I want to take Tsukasa to at least one location, but right now I think Mashita is the most reassuring to have in this particular situation. He seems like he's got a will to kill.
Yeah, we can probably take him to his own school.
Yeah, exactly. We've come back to H Elementary. I know full well that in the end, this place is just a school. Let's go. Mashita nods silently and steps forward. Where did Moe go? Where did
how no one cares.
off to? Yeah,
do you
and we're
mean-
just like, Skatanai can't help it. Let's go.
We won't even search the house. The mansion.
Should I try and go upstairs again?
Yeah.
I don't know what we can do. Maybe because he doesn't give a damn. Oh God, we saw it earlier, but the hallway is completely transformed. Is Mashita?
Oh, careful of the thorns. They aren't your run-of-the-mill rose thorns. Wait, something's there.
What? Mashita suddenly speaks up. Where?
Something's sparkling by the window ledge.
Oh, how about you go get it? The window? All I see are rose vines. I may as well check it out, though. Yes? Something's glinting over by the window. Looks like something's buried in the rose vines. There's definitely something there. Can we get... Hello? Why do we keep saying 1,000 times that there's something by the window? Oh, I didn't notice it before. No, maybe it wasn't there yet when we passed through here earlier.
There was a guard that got killed, yeah. It's probably his.
Keys? Maybe. It might have fallen on the floor and been lifted up by the vines. It's only now that it's high enough to be spotted. Okay, we get the idea that you now see something's there. Just pick it up! If it belonged to the guard, then it could come in handy while we're investigating. He was in charge of watching this building, after all. Let's check it out. Finally. I pushed my fingers into the vines. I was careful, but the oddly sharp thorns still cut my skin. Damn, this is a pain. I keep fighting with the vines. I finally reached the metal object. Okay, so we can now go into the locked rooms. Yep, it's just as we thought. These definitely belong to the guard.
Those are employee keys. We should be able to get into every...
Mashita suddenly cuts off mid-sentence. What's wrong?
Nothing. I just lost my train of thought all of a sudden.
Because it's being erased, or...?
It slipped my mind is all. Let's keep investigating.
Uh-oh, that's concerning. Ooh, oh my goodness. All right, let's go find the locked rooms in the next episode.
Oh, I'm so freaked out.
I know, because the room is, the school's all covered in vines now. Now it's even scarier than it was before. You can pop
Isn't
out
that weird?
anywhere, right?
That roses are making things look scary.
Right? Because of what we see. Seriously, the image of that guard was like burned into my mind. It's so scary. His face was like contorted so terribly. And now the characters next to us are making scary faces and Moy is gone. I feel really unnerved right now. All right, y'all get ready to have a boss fight with some ghosts in the next episode. We'll see you then. This is Axis.
This is Doughy.
Over and out.